This is the Doctor, continuing the Battle Brothers playthrough. It was a nice fight in the last video against the bounty hunters. Bounty hunters can be very tough. I would not take them on with an early game company, but we're right about the point where we can take them on, and we got some decent loot. We got the nice helmet here, the kettle hat with mail. It's, you know, of the higher tier helms, this is one of the worst ones, but even sort of a weaker higher tier helm is better than most of our current helms. So well worth taking. I've sort of rotated out some of our injured men to the back so they can heal up, and we have a full front line of men who are more or less ready for combat. We got some level ups, Gerlach, melee defense. He's definitely going to be on the front as a two-hander specialist. I would love to take some more range defense. Unfortunately, we also need a lot more fatigue, and even though this is a min-roll, I feel like at this point we have no choice but to start taking some of those. We just really need some extra fatigue. So underdog is critical to the two-hander builds, and it's just useful overall. Hugo, our archer, leveled up. These rolls are very disappointing. Only +2 to range. +5 to initiative is good. +1 range defense is so terrible. It is tempting to go for a bit of melee skill. It doesn't hurt. You never know when you might have to melee down some enemies. A bit more fatigue doesn't hurt either. Nor does a bit more health. I think investing the occasional high rolls into melee for an archer is fine. If this were more higher range defense, I would take that, but I don't really feel like we need that much more fatigue. I always like to have my archers out in light armor, so I've not really found it necessary to give them like mail shirts or anything. But you could go that way too, in which case you would invest a lot more in fatigue. Yeah, some melee skill doesn't hurt. Archers do on occasion get into melee. We can go for Overwhelm. Start applying some debuffs. Guntram. Ooh, +3 to range defense, +4 to range skill. Very good. A bit more initiative. Now we have a lot of choices on Guntram. We could go for Overwhelm, we can go for Berserk. I feel like at this stage of the game, Overwhelm's a bit more useful. Berserk, though, can get really good once we improve our skill even more and get a Warbow. But Overwhelm just applies a nice, useful debuff. And with our high initiative, we should be able to apply that debuff. Yep. Our equipment will require a lot of tools to repair, and if I remember correctly, there was another rune here. Our tavern roomer told us there was a rune to the northwest, so let's keep exploring a little bit more here. Oh, look at that, tracks. Let's see where these tracks are leading. Goblin Hunters, 7 Wolf Riders. We could actually beat that. They seem to be coming from here. Pointing your hideout, a goblin, a few ambushers, a goblin overseer, many goblin skirmishers. Didn't we say we learned our lesson and we weren't going to fight the goblins? So a few is 3 or 4, many is like 8, plus the overseer. We do have 3 archers. Yeah, we can only spare 3 archers. We do have men in heavy armor. Kind of. I don't think this was the runes must be like over here somewhere. We went too far north. If there weren't the Overseer, we could beat these fairly confidently. The Overseer, though, is nasty. I don't know. Didn't I say, like, we shouldn't fight goblins because those things so far has been giving us nightmares? Well, we gotta head this direction anyway. What we really need to do is destroy undead to fulfill our ambition. What's the morale of our men? It's okay. Could be better. We're still feeling the effects of losing Bjorn and Helfric. You know, since we're here, it's so hard to pass up the chance to... We do have 3 good archers. I think we can outshoot them. They only have a few ambushers. There's 3 or 4. And the Overseer... we can deal with. You know what? This is probably a terrible idea, but I'm going to go fight the goblins. I hate goblins. Let's see, 12. Yes, we can beat that. And they only have 3 archers. 3 archers, of course, who can hit. Oh, they're rushing us. Interesting. They only have 2 guys with nets. Those are the guys with the pikes are the highest priority. And they're sending some guys in the back. Okay, the goblins have made a huge mistake. They either rush us with everyone, which I could understand them doing that, or they all hang back to protect their archers and shoot us. What you don't do, and we've learned this from, you know, countless battles in history, what you don't do is you don't split up your men in this way. If they split up the men to, like, try to go for flanks or something, I can understand that. But you don't split your men up like this. These goblins are gonna get screwed. I could move up to the hill to get some more accurate shots. But I feel like what we need to do is just kill. I would rather take 2 shots here. Good. We can get 3 guys to gang up on him, so... 49 versus 43. Yeah, that one's gonna die. Oh, just turn. Good. Ah, the Overseer ran up. Maximum number of mass attack bonuses going. Torlif is better against the archers. This guy... Uzman has really good defenses. Good. Move up. We should have the skirmisher. Let's move Engelbert here so he has some cover from the bow. I mean, from our defenses. Good. That overseer is going to be a problem. I could rush up here, but no, I don't think that makes any sense. This archer should not be able to get a clear shot at Engelbert due to the defenses provided by Gerlach. It's Hildrix. His defenses aren't terrible. It's this guy who I'm worried about. If I stay here, Hildrix is kind of semi-protected. Do you have Steel Brow? You have Steel Brow. No, you don't have Steel Brow. I bet Gerlach has Steel Brow. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna shield wall in place. Roseman, let's hit. Nice hit. Karsten has Battle Forge. Should be fine. I'm gonna start rushing the goblins. In particular, their overseer. We'll move Alexander up this way. Miss, good. Miss, good. Nut, which is not great. Clever skirmisher. Whoa, puncture. That's bad. We gotta kill that skirmisher as fast as possible. 2 more punctures and we could die. We could get in line to shoot the ambushers. Ooh, Guthrum has overwhelmed, isn't he? Yes. We need to double shoot the overseer, so the overseer is overwhelmed, and his crossbow shot will be much less accurate. We could rush up Torlif. I can't remember. You don't have underdog still. Yeah, then it's a bad idea to rush up like this. Let's just kill you. Hugo, do you have overwhelm? Yes. Let's apply even more debuffs. That overseer shouldn't be able to hit. Of course he does! Of course he does. And he hits our corporal. That's our only other corporal. Like, or only other sergeant. That's phenomenal. I move Bertram up. Let's try to shoot one of the... Ooh, 13% chance to hit. Nice. Go Bert. We need to murder that skirmisher, so we're gonna hold just a little bit. Good. Skirmisher's almost dead there. Okay, well, we can't risk Ike getting killed, so he needs to run the hell away. Gerlach with flail should do fine against this skirmisher. Let's move up. He has no head armor, so if we hit him in the head, he's probably dead. Shield wall 2. There we go. Let's try to stun him. Yes, he's stunned. Should be able to do much now. Nice hit. Nice hit. Ugh, nasty hit on Bertram. Yeah, this is why fighting goblins is kind of a pain. Okay, good. He doesn't shoot. That I'll take. I'll take that result. Didn't this thing have a pierce lung? How was it even able to shoot me? Bertram, being quite injured, will fall back on. Break this guy's shield. That actually makes sense because he was shield walling. Good. Hit some misses. These guys all have the ability to puncture. You need to send up men with a lot more hit points. Otherwise, it's too risky. Yes, Alexander would do well. And we can pinning this skirmisher too. Good. Oh, that's clever. Okay, that's less clever. Yeah, and that one's injured. %60 chance to hit twice. It's not bad. This guy's too exhausted to do much. Yep, he's got a Falchion, he can't do much anymore. Once you get these overseers in melee range, they really don't do much. I would say this ambusher is the dangerous one. Crushed Windpipe, can't do much either. This guy with his crappy throwing weapon is basically irrelevant. But we have much better odds to hit. This guy still has the notched blade. Let's run Ketamine up to offer a bit more support there. Get up the hill. Let's see. Wait. Pass. These goblin fights. Always annoying. Let's dash this guy twice. Cause some more morale problems. That wasn't very clever. Let's try to catch that last archer. 20% chance is not great. We should be able to deal with him, so let's move up. Yes, slash me with your Falchion, your puny Falchion. I have Battle Forge. I'm not afraid of you. Let's get even more surround bonuses going. Gerlach. Ring. Harston. Should be able to deal with this guy. He can't puncture, so I'm not as worried about him. Okay. I ran away. Apply a stack of Overwhelm. Bertram, you do not have Overwhelm, so you will pass. Ugh. More piercing attacks. Pierce arm muscle. I don't know why I fight these goblins. You just take all these injuries for what? Guess we try to stun this guy. He has enough health. Okay, good. This guy's exhausted. I'm gonna try to cause some more morale problems here. Good. Well, we took quite a few nasty injuries. We are at least semi-near a temple. We did get the spiked impaler. Hey, that's nice. This is basically a heavy crossbow. That alone makes this semi-worth it. We didn't really get much else in terms of loot, but that spiked impaler is a nice find. Ooh, and a jagged pike. That's also a very nice find. So this is not completely bad, but those injuries will keep our men from doing too much else. Spike Impaler, I think it's a little less accurate, but it's still just a better crossbow than what we have. Unfortunately, Ike has been horribly maimed. Can't keep him in the front. That means we'll have to go without a sergeant. %10 chance to hit. This thing has a 15% chance to hit. Yeah, this is slightly less accurate, but that's okay. Pierce hand on Bertram. That's not great. We're kind of running out of men here. Go into Savage. We need one more brother in the front. Well, I guess it's gotta have to be Eberald here. Goodrick we can keep in the back. We're down to 2 archers, which is not great. Head armor is being repaired. Very good. The Jagged Pike, is a really nice find. It is a polearm that has an attack that costs only 4 AP. I mean 5 AP, not 4. I think at some point it used to be 4, so you get double attack with it, which is ridiculous. But this means we don't need quick hands to be able to switch and use it to attack. The damage, 50 to 70, is not as great as, say, you know, nowhere close to a long axe, nowhere close to, well, it's kind of close to a pike. 5% chance to hit. It's also not quite as damaging, like, doesn't have quite as good of a chance to hit. And it looks like it's worse against armor. But it costs much less fatigue, and it can apply a bleed. So I actually think they're quite good to carry around on your archers. Level up. Go Bert here. What was I gonna make him? Potentially a tank? Well, or a polearm user? Well, let's get a bit more melee defense if you're going to be either. You also don't quite have enough fatigue, which makes it great if you're a polearm user. But then you don't really need hit points. I should have thought about this a bit more before I built this character. I could have made him some sort of polearm user. That would have been interesting. But we've already gone down this path. I may have to just start leveling fatigue regardless. Without enough fatigue, rotation's hard to use. Brawny is all good though. We could potentially stick you in the front. Alright, there's another rune perhaps, but I'm not going to bother doing that. It's time to go back to Salt Haven. We'll let the other rune, wherever it is, maybe we'll even find it. I don't know if I want to fight these goblin hunters at this point. We can kind of take them. It'd be tough, but it'd be doable. Still, I would rather avoid them if at all possible. I wouldn't necessarily mind finding them in the forest. Well, let's see what they do. They don't seem to want to fight us because they're not rushing towards us. Yeah, they're running away. Good. And I have very little interest in fighting them. Let's just beeline straight back to Salt Haven. Yep, they don't want to fight us. I don't want to fight them. It's a mutually satisfying arrangement. We desperately need more tools. Oh, more tracks. These look like tracks of monsters. Could be direwolves or ghouls. We could potentially fight those. I also need a lot more medicine. Alright. This town no longer has ambush trade routes, and because we brought the bandit head back, we got paid extra for our efforts. Conrad the Eager. Interesting. Oh, there's a sellsword. Very expensive. Marketplace. I don't really see a choice. We have to buy the tools. Otherwise we'd be out of tools, which is very bad. No nets here. That's disappointing. Prices could be better, but I want to sell off some of the junkier gear so that we have a bit more free inventory space. Alright, this should help. We have plenty of inventory space left, and we can sell off the rest at a larger town for more profit. Price of amber isn't bad. I don't know if I need to hire any more of these guys. None of them are really very appealing right now. What's this contract again? Escort caravan. I might do that. What's this contract? Nation's Act of Thievery. These are easy, and we want an easy contract. I want to try to negotiate a bit more. We don't desperately need this. They might get angry. You can always negotiate once without risk. And you can kind of judge how upset they are by what they're saying. He doesn't seem that upset. There's always a chance he'll just break it off. 500 crowns? Eh, whatever. Oh, final offer, huh? Fine. 500 crowns is not much, and it's at the point where I start to think certain contracts are, you know, beneath us. Although that's sort of always a dangerous thought. But in this case, I might actually have some reasons to think that way. Because we want to do the contracts that are the most lucrative. Now, all of that being said, because some of our men are injured, realistically, it would be very tough to do some of the tougher contracts right now, especially because our sergeants are not available. Ew, injured kneecap, that's brutal. Pure slung, that's brutal. Pure side, that's actually not the worst. But anyway, let's go and fight the thieves. North to Salt Haven. Should be an easy fight. A few marksmen, some raiders, yep. I do want to reorganize my inventory a bit. I think actually Egon should be fine. He's mostly healed. His fatigue is a little low, but that's not a problem. Bertram is also mostly healed, but his accuracy is terrible. So there are a few marksmen. That's 2 to 3. We need to outshoot them. So I'm gonna bring another archer. Maybe I do swap to the kite shield, yeah. Let's not get shot with a crossbow or anything. Ooh, Karsten. Maybe we even pull Karsten back. That makes sense, yes. I like this new plan. The heavy armor can go on someone who has brawny. Most of my men in the front do have brawny. Nice shield, kite shield, knife, and a dagger. Or not a dagger, a spear. Where's my spear? Rick, what's your fatigue? Your fatigue is pretty good. Yes, flail. Kidman could also use a flail, I feel like. Swordsman, axe. That should be fine. Just go for some swords. No, the axe is good. The axe is good. Alright. And we'll bring Bertram up. Hopefully with 4 archers, the brigands will attack us. So we'll do that in the next video. Thank you for watching. Until next time.